Open the file. The easiest way to dismiss an interruption is to look only at the output. The email got answered, the spreadsheet was completed, and the task moved forward. From the outside, the pause seems harmless because the work still happened. But the outside view misses a quieter internal cost. The science suggests that interrupted work can still look efficient from the outside, while making the person doing it pay a steep price in stress, frustration, and mental effort. By the end of this file, you will know what the research actually measured, why some interruptions are far more expensive than others, and the simple protocol to classify your daily disruptions before you try to fix them. This is the productivity illusion of the open office and the digital workspace. We are told that a modern professional must be resilient, accessible, and fast. When a chat notification pops up or a colleague stops by your desk, the standard response is to pause, answer, and resume. We treat these interruptions as minor speed bumps. If we still meet our deadlines, we assume the system is working. But this focus on output creates a blind spot. It assumes that as long as the work gets done, the method does not matter. It treats human attention like a computer processor that can instantly switch threads without generating heat. The data suggests otherwise. The heat is real, and it is paid in stress. To see how this cost accumulates, we look at a classic study from 2008. Researchers Gloria Mark, Daniela Gudith, and Ulrich Klock set up an office-like experiment to measure the cost of interrupted work. They gave participants tasks like drafting emails under time pressure. One group was interrupted with unrelated questions and tasks. The other group was left to work in peace. The researchers measured two things. First, the time it took to complete the tasks, and second, the participants' self-reported workload using a standardized scale that measures mental demand, effort, frustration, and stress. The results surprised the researchers. The interrupted group actually completed their tasks faster than the control group, and there was no measurable difference in the quality of the work. If you only looked at output and speed, you would conclude that interruptions are harmless or even beneficial. But when the researchers looked at the workload scores, the picture changed. Interrupted participants reported significantly higher levels of stress, frustration, time pressure, and mental effort. They were working faster, but they were pushing much harder to get there. They were compensating for the interruption by racing against the clock, creating a state of constant, low-grade friction. A second study from 2008 by Monk, Trafton, and Bohm Davis helps explain why some interruptions are harder to recover from than others. They found that the duration of the interruption and its cognitive demand determine how long it takes you to resume your original task. A short, simple distraction is annoying. A long, demanding interruption that forces you to load a new set of rules makes getting back to your original work significantly more difficult. Let us be precise about what this evidence supports. The data does not prove that one interruption will ruin your career or that you must block all communication to be productive. These were controlled experimental tasks, not a full year of managing complex office dynamics or team demands. The research does not give us a single formula for how much stress you accumulate per message. What it does give us is a warning. Do not judge your workday design solely by whether the work got done. You can meet your deadlines and still be burning out your cognitive reserve. Focus is not just about output. It is about the cost of that output. And if you want to lower the cost, you must first sort the interruptions. This is the Week 1 protocol from the 4-week Focus Lab. It is called interruption classification. For one workday or 2 focus blocks, you will label every interruption as it happens. Keep a simple sheet next to your keyboard. Do not try to block them yet. Just observe and sort them into 5 categories. Category 1, external necessary. Someone else interrupted you and it truly required immediate action to prevent a bottleneck. Category 2, external preventable. Someone else interrupted you, but the question could have been batched, sent via email, or handled at a scheduled meeting. Category 3, self-interruption. You left the task yourself without any external trigger. You checked your phone, opened a tab, or walked away because the task got slightly difficult. Category 4, useful break. A chosen restorative pause that you scheduled and ended cleanly. Category 5, restart problem. An interruption where the hardest part was not the pause, but loading the rules to get back into the original work. At the end of the day, count the tallies. Do not judge the number. Look for the dominant category. If self-interruption is your main leak, the answer is environment design and physical phone distance. If external preventable is the problem, the answer is communication windows. If restart difficulty is high, the answer is a ready-to-resume note. You cannot fix a fragmented day until you know what is fragmenting it. We put this interruption classification template along with the full Week 1 workbook spreads into a free PDF called the Focus Lab Starter Kit. It is linked in the description. Download it and log your first block. Stop measuring only what you produce. Measure what it costs you to produce it. If you want the complete 4-week system with all 24 spreads, that is the book, the 4-week Focus Lab on Amazon. Close the file. We will see you in the next one.